Carl Jenkins, your Master Purpose Development Coach and the CEO of the Purpose Development Institute in Atlanta, Georgia. And today I am in the lab with my brilliant co-founder, Dr. Lily Jenkins. And I want her to come on before we dive into the video and just kind of introduce herself and give you a little bit background information as to what she's bringing to the table here at the Purpose Development Institute.
Well, I am excited to finally be on video with you today. I am Dr. Lily Jenkins, the co-founder of the Purpose Development Institute, and I come to you with 25 years of educator experience. Had lots of opportunities from pretty much grade school all the way through collegiate, and exciting experiences. But I really got a lot more to share with you that I'm really excited about. So let's get started.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear what you're going to share today as well. So here's what you're going to get when you join partners with us here at the Purpose Development Institute. You're going to get well over 30 years of meaningful excellence and 25 plus years of academic excellence. This is the place where academic excellence meet meaningful excellence. And that's going to be important for educators. And the reason being is because academic excellence requires two things that I want to make sure that we can communicate with you. And that is students need to invest time into understanding and perfecting classroom instruction. And they need to be able to exercise their growth potential. But here's the deal. There is a disease called purpose deficit disorder. And that is the disease that undermines their ability to invest time and to exercise their growth potential to excel in the classroom, which has created a tremendous amount of frustration for educators. And that's what Dr. Lily wants to share with you today. She wants to share with you some statistics that's going to really be an eye-opener for all of us.
Well, I had an opportunity today to pull up some research, and that's one thing about me. I am a researcher. And I wanted to know, just how many educators now, after COVID, are still burned out. And what I found through Bloomberg, they did an actual Gallup poll and study, and they said for decades, America's educators have said that they would have abandoned this job long, long ago had it not been for their devotion to their students.
Wow.
After a demanding and demoralizing 2 years that included Zoom schooling, culture wars, and shootings, those threats have finally become real. The Gallup poll in February of this year showed that K-12 educators were the most burned out segment of the U.S. labor force at 44%. 44% of our educators were frustrated. They walked out by the hundreds and thousands, just vowing to never return to the profession. Now, another thing I wanted to share with you is that many of them, when they resign, they end up getting into a cottage industry of coaching services that all of a sudden have sprung up to help them find new careers. Okay? New careers. However, many of them do not want to leave, but because of the fact that the culture has shifted, they are stressed, they are burned out, they can't get the support that they need within the classroom. And then what they try to do to help students, sometimes it's backfiring. The students are not learning. There's a large gap that these students have not been able to, that curve to get them back to where they know they could be academically, because they're so far behind from either attendance problems during COVID or just not being able to get the material, being on Zoom and Teams for so long. They need that face-to-face interaction with teachers. That struggle for the last 2 years not only put a strain on students' mental health, but also teachers' mental health. And it became such a burden and such a problem that teachers could no longer put up with it again, and they decided to leave the profession.
Wow. Hey, listen, Dr. Lila, I appreciate you sharing that insight because it has truly been an eye-opener for us. So the question that we have to ask is, number one, how do we treat this disease called purpose deficit disorder? Because when you take everything that Dr. Lilly just shared and you compound that with purpose deficit disorder, it has created a culture of what we call frustration. In other words, educators are burned out. They're frustrated. So when you take the effects of PDD that really attacks the student's ability to invest time and growth potential to learn the content, that compounds the problems that we see in education. And that's the reason why Dr. Lilly and I went to work. We've done the research to create a more efficient model on, number one, how do you treat this disease? How do you treat this disease that's really accelerating or pouring fuel on the fire when it comes to the frustration that educators are experiencing today? And that's what we created here at the PDI Smart Platform and with the Certified PDD Educators Training. We created a solution to be able to equip the teachers today, because in the post-COVID era, educators now have to develop a new skill set. And that skill set has the number one first address purpose deficit disorder. So we are extremely excited to be able to share this video with you, but we're more excited of being able to share with you all, your district, as to how we can help, how we can become that partner and provide them a solution so that now we can restore meaning back to education. And I'm sure you would agree that meaning is certainly important when it comes to education. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Meaning for the teachers as well as the students.
Absolutely. And I think that when we do that, then we're going to be able to see us create a culture where now both the teachers and the students have better mental health when it comes to academics within the classroom. So make sure you get back with the person that shared this video with you and contact us for a free discovery call so that we can discuss what we're able to do to bring the value of the Certified Purpose Deficit Disorder Education Training to your district. Thanks again, and we look forward to working with you.